This is the Linkyo 3-stage manual knife sharpener. And this is a compact, it's about 7 inches by 2.5 inches high sized sharpener. And really has a sleek, stylish look, I think, with a stainless steel body and the black accents with it. Again, it's this kind of a stylish, modern look that looks nice in the kitchen. Now, included with the sharpener, they provide some pretty decent instructions with this on how to properly sharpen the knives. And with this, and keep in mind, and most sharpeners are like this, you can't do serrated blades, you can't do scissors, it's not made for that. But to my surprise, it actually indicates that it can sharpen ceramic knives. Now, I haven't tried that with this, so I can't say that it does or it doesn't, but the instructions indicate that it can. So, but, even though this has a nice look, there's a couple things I would like to see different about this sharpener. This sharpener has 3 slots here for coarse, medium, and fine. And for a variety of, sharpening needs. And, I tried these with an old dull, cheap blade, actually. This old, multi-tool I got that's, granted, a pretty cheap, crappy blade. And it actually does a pretty decent job at sharpening it to at least a usable level. And, again, it wasn't a great blade to begin with. But I do wish each of the slots were labeled here to make it easier reference than just digging out the instructions. The other thing about this is the base itself is plastic and seems secure to the body of the sharpener and fairly stable. It has non-skid feet on the bottom here, but I do think the base should be a little bit heavier and sturdier, made of something sturdier than the plastic it's made out of. It's kind of a hollow shell plastic type of base. And this has a little ring here, as you can see, around it. I assume it's for looks because it doesn't seem to be holding the body of the sharpener in place. And it's actually pretty easy to wiggle and move. And in my opinion, I think this plastic ring would be easy to break. Especially if you're sharpening and your hand slips and slides up or something, I think it'd be pretty easy to break that. So, for the price, I kind of think those two things should be changed to a little bit sturdier alternatives. And it can still have that nice look at the same time. The sharpener has plenty of room on the base here for your hand. Giving you plenty of room to sharpen. And I'll do a couple of grinds here, but to show you how it works. And again, like I said, this particular blade is not a great one in the first place. And as you can see, it cuts. And again, this blade is a terrible blade in the first place. So being able to cut that piece of paper is an improvement over what this blade could do prior to that. So, overall, this is a pretty nice, stylish manual sharpener. It sharpens about as well as any other manual. Again, a couple of improvements in its design I think would make this a little better, especially for its price. I give this 4 stars.